guys, we have news. Let's go to more news from the Golden State Warriors, but before that, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a like. The Warriors want and need to reinforce the squad, so they can be in a position to compete for the championship. This summer there will be a rain of trade opportunities, and Warriors executives need to do their best for the Warriors to regain their dynasty. Rumors: successful trade brings new star to the Warriors. The Golden State Warriors offseason could see them pair Stephen Curry with a new co-star. Zach Buckley of Bleacher Report proposed a trade to help them with that in a deal involving Jonathan Kuminga and more to the Utah Jazz for Lauri Markkanen. Warriors would get Markkanen. Jazz would get Kuminga, Brandon Podziemski, Moses Moody, 2026 first-round pick, 2028 first-round pick. Buckley wrote that while Kuminga might be nearly untouchable, Markkanen is the type of talent that could have Golden State move him. Markkanen is that type of talent. And while he'd effectively erase Golden State's asset collection, pick swaps could be needed to get this done. It might be worth it to give Curry another shot at the crown. Buckley wrote on June 19. An offense featuring those two with Draymond Green connecting the dots feels impossible to stop. Plus, Markkanen, 27, is young enough that if he stuck around, he could help form the foundation of the franchise's post-Curry era. The Warriors would need to jump through financial hoops to make this mesh with the collective bargaining agreement, but given their stated desire of cutting costs, that shouldn't be much of an obstacle. The Golden State Warriors have young talent in Kuminga, Moody, and Podziemski, but Kuminga has shown the most potential for the future. The 2023-24 season saw him as a starter for 46 of the 74 games he played, averaging 26.3 minutes per contest. He almost doubled his point total at 16.1 points per game and averaged a career high in rebounds and assists. In the league for 3 years already, Kuminga is also still just 21 years old. With Curry, 36, the Warriors eventually have to plan for the future without him. Kuminga could be a big part of that. In an episode of Willard and Dibs, Ramona Shelburne was asked to what extent Kuminga would be on the table. Not at all, Shelburne said in March. I think he's pretty much, look, it's gonna get complicated because of his extension talks and how much money they have but I think they'll do everything they can to keep him. I mean, I don't think they want to even talk about him. Instead of moving Kuminga in a possible deal during the offseason, Shelburne pointed to the Warriors' other assets. They have a pretty good set of assets, Shelburne said. There's some other good young players on the team outside of Kuminga. They have draft picks, they have Wiggins, they have Gary Payton too. They have a lot of options there. They have a lot of optionality and decent contracts. Not only would Markkanen be a championship piece for the Golden State Warriors next season, but the Finland native is still young enough to be a massive part of the future when Curry retires. If they're going to move Kuminga, trading him for a 27-year-old all-star who averaged 23.2 points and shot 39.9% from three-point range on 8 attempts per game could make sense. Markkanen has a unique skill set given that he's 7 feet tall and can shoot the basketball at an elite level. Tim Kawakami of The Athletic wrote that Markkanen's skill set is the perfect big man match for Draymond and that his age would help carry the next era for the Warriors. Markkanen's skill set, career 37.5% from deep, is just about the perfect big man match for Draymond, and Markkanen is definitely young enough to help carry the Warriors into the next era, too, Kawakami wrote on May 21. It'd be a risk trading all of their young players and 2 picks, but it could lead to a big reward if the Warriors win another championship. Golden State Warriors player makes massive contract decision. The NBA Finals have concluded, meaning the offseason is officially underway. For the Golden State Warriors, there are some big decisions that need to be made this summer, some of which are out of their control. The first of these has been made, as it was announced by Kendra Andrews of ESPN that versatile guard Gary Payton II had exercised his player option for next season and will return to the Warriors. This always seemed to be the likeliest outcome, because while Payton has been productive when healthy, he has been unable to stay on the court. Playing just 44 games last season, Payton was in and out of the lineup all year. This came after he played just 7 games following his trade back to Golden State in 2023, as he was never able to fully recover from the injury issues he had to start the year while in Portland. A very unique player, Payton is a great defender with a lot of athleticism. Somewhat limited offensively, Payton is not a great shooter, but has shown the ability to knock down open shots at times. Due to his athleticism, Payton can often thrive in different spots offensively, which is valuable when the Warriors play small. As they await the outcome of Klay Thompson's free agency, Golden State will be glad to have Payton back, but certainly hope he can stay on the court much more frequently than he has the last 2 seasons.